So I logged back into the free-to-play recently, just to kind of, I don't know, snoop around. I'm not going to come back and play it, but I just wanted to snoop around a little bit and see what was going on. And I got this thing that I thought was pretty interesting, and I wanted to talk about it. It's an offer that I guess you get if you don't log in for a while. They started doing the revival quest, which I also will not really be doing much with. And we knew about this, but now there's this thing called revival rewards, and it's another battle pass of sorts. And there's a few things to talk about, but I don't really know where to start. I'm kind of just winging it as we go, but there's the free version and the paid version. It's laid out just like a battle pass, all right? And the rewards in it aren't bad, actually. The rewards in it are pretty good. They cover all the bases fairly well. Look at this. If you click Elite, it's $20. You get a legendary, you get Elva, a legend, I think her name's Elva. Elva, you get Elva, legendary champion, a full legendary champion. You get all of this gear and like several pieces of it, right? You get energy, silver, 8 pieces of legendary chaos ore, which I didn't accumulate. I haven't gotten 8 pieces of legendary chaos ore since chaos ore came out. Across all of my accounts, I have not seen 8 pieces of legendary chaos ore. 3 immortal soul stones, a barrel, some oils. $20. They sell legendary champions for at least $200 when they sell frag packs or whatever. The math usually comes out to like 220 bucks or more, right, for a legendary champion. They sold Horden back in the day for 50. I don't know how many of you have been around long enough to remember that, but they had Horden, just not fragments, not anything, just straight up Horden in a pack for $50. And now they're selling Elva for $20 to players that come back to the game. In this battle pass format. Now, I want to say straight away, I don't hate the concept. I don't hate the idea of this, right? Having a returning player incentive to stay in the game. I think this is a cool way to do it. They've thrown in a lot of good rewards. It's motivating. You want to push through and get to the rewards, right? And then there's the paid version. I don't necessarily hate the concept. What I do hate is the principle of it. I hate that the rest of the players do without so much. Because, dude, stop. We've had a thing for a while where it's almost like they exclusively focus on new players, and the rest of us are just, it's just like, fuck you, we don't care. We need the metric of new players, so anything we can do to generate new players and make it interesting for them for a couple of days, because I guess there's a certain period of time they need to play the game after downloading to make it look good in a certain metric. They clearly don't care about player retention or haven't cared about player retention on a long-term basis, because that's just not the way they've designed the game. Some might say, look at all the content they continue to add that's like later game stuff, and I guess there's an argument to be had. But when you look at the way that they treat new players versus the way that they treat existing players, the quality of life, the promo codes, the way that they've been very new player focused, right? So to have this new returning player thing is interesting, but they're not advertising it, I don't think. So it's not like that if you come back to the game, you get it. It just pops up when you come back. So it's almost like they're just trying to hook you back in, but they're not really making it known that they're selling a good legendary champion, mind you, for $20. Like, most people would argue she alone is worth the $20, but you also get all this extra stuff, right? I mean, there's a savage. I mean, let me check this. Well, it was on my other free-to-play. there's a Savage gear set for sale right now, and they charge $40-$50 for the 6-star legendary gear sets, right? If it's speed, it's like $50-$60 maybe even. And in here, you're getting several sets of more than 6 pieces of gear. Stone skin? You're selling, there's stone skin in here? Like, little bit wild, right? A little bit wild. For $20. So here's like the big issue for me, is that this is better than any battle pass they've done. It's better than the Forge Pass. It's better than the first battle pass. They've acted like there's been such an issue with coming out with another battle pass. We've been telling them forever and ever, do another battle pass. Like do it. And for whatever reason, they've been so anti battle pass, which is so strange because that is such a good way to print money. You drop some cosmetics, you drop some a champ, you drop premium items like this. And with Raid being such a premium mobile game anyway, you could have 2 tiers of paid battle pass and have it go on for a while. You know what I mean? You could have the free tier, you could have a $10 or $20 tier, and then a $50 tier. And then you're still going to have people that are going to pay to get through it all. You could make so much money if you would do this for everybody. And I don't know why the pop-ups are insane. I don't know why this is our answer. I don't know why this is the solution to the battle pass gap in the game. Why is this what your existing players get? The players that are here every day, that show up, that engage with the game. Why is this what they get? And the people who quit and will quit again, most people that quit a game long enough to get one of these packs pop up, when they come back, don't stick around very long. And the reason they don't stick around very long is because the game hasn't gotten any better. So this is all in vain anyway. You're probably going to get a lot of people buy it because it's $20 and it's Raid, and generally $20 in Raid is like, man, whatever. I'll drop 20 for the legendary champ. You still got to earn her though. But I don't think this necessarily results in long-term retention of a returning player. I guess I'd be interested to see the data on it, but I just don't really understand why they seem to want to take care of everybody except their daily hardcore players. Why do they continue to do these surprisingly good things for like new players exclusively, or now returning players exclusively? I don't get it. I don't I don't understand their logic, and I've never really understood their logic. So what else is new? But I thought it was kind of interesting to talk about, and I would venture to say that most of you, I mean, I guess it's likely that another creator's probably done a video on this. I don't watch other Raid videos. I don't engage much with Raid beyond my own account these days, so I don't really know. I don't really even go in the content creator chat much anymore, to be honest. So I don't know. Maybe this has been talked about, but I would venture to say, if it hasn't, most players don't even know this is a thing. Like, it's just there. So it would almost be worth it to, I don't know how long it takes for this to pop in. It would almost be worth it to not play for a month and come back and get this pack, so you could drop $20 and get all this amazing shit that, like, again, honestly, some of this stuff I didn't see in 3 or 4 plus years on my old free-to-play account. The 8 Chaos Ores, haven't earned that many across all my accounts the whole time that shit's been out, and you can get it in here for $20. These, I don't know how much these are usually, but like, they still only put 1 sacred in here. Don't make no mistake about it. They don't want you to have no sacreds. But like, even so, the value in here is through the roof compared to what we're used to seeing. I'd be interested to maybe plug it into a calculator and see what it comes out to. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting, and I thought I would make a quick video talking about it. How many of you knew this was a thing? Have any of you come back to the game and gotten this pack and feel like it's been a factor in you staying in the game? Like did it hook you back? Would you have stayed anyway? Did you come back and get this pack and you're already on your way back out the door? I'd be interested to know how this is actually affecting the people that it's making its way to. Because I can't imagine this would be the game changer. Maybe you get her and you build her and you use her for a second and you're like, all right, I'm bored again. Because they're not doing anything for once you're done with this and you come back to the game, you're back in the club with all the rest of us who they don't do anything for. Who they don't give a shit. You're back in the neglected child club. So like I said, it's almost better for you to just keep making new accounts or stop playing for a month and come back and see if you get this pack. Again, I don't know how long it takes to pop up, but it's such a backwards ass way of approaching this. I don't have a problem with it inherently. And I wouldn't have any problems with it at all if it didn't suck so bad to be a daily player. You know what I mean? This is what we have. The ones that show up every day and play the game. We get this, and I don't care what any of you say. I cannot be convinced. I don't give a shit if the value's technically there. This is boring. It's boring and lame. Yeah, the bolster set's great. It's nice to get a few pieces of that. It's fucking boring. The forage pass, you took the most uninteresting thing in this game and made a battle pass out of it. It's so weird. Why do you only do why do you do interesting shit for everybody except the people playing your game every day? That's what I'll leave it on. So I'm interested to hear y'all's thoughts on this. Did you know about it? All the questions I asked before. I'm very interested in the feedback on this one. And I guess I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna leave it on that note. We'll be back, later with more stuff. All right, later.